Yes.
How's everybody doing? We are live in our multi-platform broadcast Tuesday afternoon. We're actually live in Facebook, Instagram, we're live in YouTube, we're live in Twitter. So it's awesome. How's everybody doing? Hello from Switzerland. That's pretty amazing. Let's see where people is joining from. Quinades, Simplast, L'Oreal, Top Aesthetics. That's me as well. Hi Jennifer, John Lees. Let's see, from Boston, from Florida.
Florida, where's that?
Cheryl. Where's Florida? You know where
Hi,
Florida
everybody.
is? Colorado,
Florida?
Wyoming. It's pretty amazing.
Listen, I live in my own planet. I have no idea. I have really, really good news today. You want to hear the good news? You don't know the good news.
What news you have?
Do you remember the GoFund My BBL? Let me show the people my non-BBL.
Mozambique.
This is a non-BBL.
Mozambique. Yeah, I know.
This is a non-BBL. You know that we did the GoFund solution?
GoFund Sesi.
Well, since people are paying for their surgery, which now I'm gonna say that the rates and everything that's going on right now, the GoFund project actually, instead of sending me money for my BBL, the way you pay it, you know the way you pay it? You go and write a Google review.
All right.
And that would make it for me. How about that?
That's a good one.
That's a good one?
It's an awesome one.
Okay, so let me explain to everybody what's going on, because we have a ridiculous deal that even I am signing up to enjoy the pool in the amazing hotel, the Courtyard Marriott downtown Fort Lauderdale. It's an amazing 4-star hotel.
It's a nice hotel.
You know that when you get surgery with us, with the people that don't know yet, you have to get the premium stay package, which is 7 days, 6 nights after your surgery. You know, we're there to take care of you. We have nurses, we have the people that do the massages on you, like a whole operating system that will protect you from not being worried about anything. Well, that package normally, it's always $2,199. We got a great special going on right now that it's $999.
Yeah, I know.
You know, it's like I'm going to sign up and just go there and crash at the hotel, which is better than my apartment. So if you guys want to take advantage of this deal of the $999 premium stay package, it's now or never. If you want to send your online consultation, go ahead. You can send me a DM and I can send you the form, whatever works for you. The other news that I have, which is a really amazing too, is that if you book your surgery with us, you have time until July 15th. Now that's around the corner, you guys. Everything is going by really fast. If you book the surgery before July 15th, you get to finance a mommy makeover, for example, for 2 years with no interest. So you pay your entire surgery for 2 years with zero interest. Now, mind yourself that you have to get the surgery done in between August 1st and October 31st. If you have any questions of any type, you can go ahead and DM me and I'll help you out. And if I would be you, I would lock the deal at least in the hotel, because it's a really good deal.
Well,
remember, you have 2 days of recovery assistant, transportation, somebody that takes you to in the hotel to the clinic. You have a massage, 3 lymphatic massages. And you're staying in this hotel that has an amazing rooftop, a pool, a Starbucks inside there, a beautiful hotel. It's brand new and it's really close from the clinic. How about that?
That's good. But the best part of all is that it's under our supervision, which makes it very safe, and that's why we made it. It just happened that we also made it comfortable, and we also made it in a nice location. But it's a great deal, and we try to make it, you know, accessible and affordable as much as we can. In fact, with the current deal, you know, it's costing us a lot more than that. And if you decide to have your surgery before October 21st, then you could enjoy that 24-month no interest, which for you is no interest. Somebody pays the interest, and that wouldn't be us, you know. So you're also saving money there and trying to make it comfortable for you to have it. Now you can, you know, you need just $500 for the deposit, and that's it. So I can answer a lot of your questions here. I know
Pioneros saying hello
there's-
from the Courtyard Hotel.
I know. We have there also somebody from Denver that is a few weeks post-op. So if you guys have some amazing post-op results that you want to share with us, you are more than welcome to join here, you know, and just let us know, and we can get a video, you know, like a video chat right here on Instagram and go over. Hemoglobin must be no lower than what number so I can do a consultation. So usually to have a safe surgery, we would not do surgery in anybody that has a hemoglobin below 11. Also depending what procedures you are having, obviously, because procedures such as liposuction and you know, these mommy makeovers, there are procedures that will make you bleed a little bit more than just like a breast augmentation, for example. So, but you know, we that's pretty much what we want to have a hemoglobin above 11. So one other good thing about having surgery at Top Aesthetics is that if you ever need like a blood transfusion, you know, while you're here, we are able to do that for you here at the office without having to send you to a hospital just for that. So that's good. Is Lipo 360 the back and tummy? Exactly. Yeah, it's the back all the way from the bra line all the way to the you know, kind of lower portion of your back, and then your sides, and then your abdomen. That's 360 lipo. So yeah, Jennifer, 3 weeks post-op today. I got a lot of things done. Sleeping was kind of hard. I feel like the results of my BBL isn't what I expected in any way. I had to fix it. So anyway, one of the things that when you combine procedures, you know, we are limited on the amount of fat that we can transfer. So although the result might not be the same as it would be with just doing a pure BBL only, you know, the overall result is better because you have other procedures done at the same time, and you also save money, you know. So it's one of those things that you had to think about it, and we will guide you through it. But you can always do the BBL first and then come back for the other ones. But it'll be more expensive, you know, a little more risky just because you're having surgery twice, and then you put that into the, you know, equation, and then you decide what's best for you. But I believe, you know, if you see the results, and we do this combination of procedures very frequently, overall results are much better than if you do one procedure at a time anyway. So what is the shot that we get for BBLs in our leg is, you know, a lot of times we try to keep you safe, and one of the safety measures is preventing blood clots. We normally call it DVT, or deep vein thrombosis, and that, you know, to prevent that, we give you some shots, and those shots are heparin, and in a way that you can inject that usually on your thighs after the procedure for about 7 days or so while you're here and you're traveling, you know, so you don't get a blood clot. It's like a super tiny needle similar to the one that you use for Botox. You know, everybody does Botox, and this is similar, except that instead of being in your face, it's in your thigh, which is a lot less painful. So don't even be worried about that, because it's not a big deal at all. Let's see. Una nicaragüense en Kentucky. Saludos. ¿Hacemos cirugías para remover las costillas? Sí, pero no por problemas estéticos. En general, he hecho cirugías para remover costillas cuando estamos haciendo otro tipo de reconstrucción, y podemos hacer la cintura muy pequeña sin remover ninguna costilla. So they were asking if we remove ribs to make your waistline smaller, and I said, you know, I have removed ribs for other reasons, but for this, there's other ways to make your waistline smaller without removing any ribs. And you had to put your part, which is, you know, keep a healthy BMI. So if you have a normal BMI, then your waistline will be small. And talking about BMI, we have a wonderful website where you can go and then you check in the area of resources at topaesthetics.com, and you will find a BMI calculator. And there you can put your height and weight. It will give you your body mass index, and that's a number that we use in order to have as a reference to make sure that your surgery is safe.
Okay, and we're talking about the BMI, so I wanna refresh you guys to our website, because we have our online store, which is around there, and you can get cool items like this.
It is
All
our online
right, look
store.
at this really cool
That's
little
pretty cool.
thermos. It's amazing, and
That's
it
my
has
water,
a
by the
code.
way.
Isn't that? Yes, this is yours. And I want to explain that when you get surgery with us, I know that you guys might think it's a small thing, but I always think that the small things are the things that add up constantly. Like for example, the prices of gasoline right now, if you add it up, it goes up. The same thing with surgery. You start adding up things and it goes up. Well, we have your accessory bag that has a bunch of things inside, which mind yourself, one of them are these creams that are really cool. And they are quite expensive if you buy it online, so it's really awesome that we include this and other stuff that come when you get surgery with us. So it's, something to remember too, that's all included, the accessory bag when you get surgery with us. Not only that we take care of everything when you stay with us, but on top of it, we give you the accessory bag. And we have the online store. I'm sorry, I forgot. You go to our website, which is on the screen, and you click there and you go on the corner, it says online store, and there's a bunch of stuff. Also for you, if you have to change fajas or get more arnica creams, you can always go to the online store and buy it there. Are we cool or what?
That's awesome. Let's see, more questions here. How long to recover from Lipo 360? I will say that you have to think in about 2 weeks to return to like an office type of activity. For Lipo 360, you're gonna need some massages. It's good to have, probably about 10 massages after the procedure just to get most of your swelling down and the remodeling done during the first 2 months. But you should, be okay to go back to an office type of job in about 2 weeks and probably about exercising in about 6 weeks. And that's pretty much for most body procedures. Something more extensive, like a combo or circumferential body lift or a thigh lift, those things you probably require a little bit more, maybe like a month, and then 2 or 3 months to return to exercise. By the way, we have an amazing YouTube channel that you should check out, and we answer a lot of these questions. Post-operative activity. It's a very common question: how long the recovery takes, and all that. And then check it out. Subscribe to the channel. Thumbs up for the videos if you find it useful. And then if you don't catch us here on the live answering these questions, they're pretty much all in the YouTube channel anyway. So just look it up and check it out. Can someone sleep on the side after a tummy tuck with tummy repair, Lipo 360, and BBL? Yes, they could. Just when you come with us, we'll give you all these instructions on how it's best to sleep. And because you're going to be under our care for the first days, then we will guide you on what's the best way of positioning yourself. Usually on your back is best. And then after usually 2 or 3 weeks, you could start just on your side. At the beginning, it will be quite uncomfortable, especially if you do procedures like a tummy tuck and things like that. It'll be hard to stay on your side, especially with the BBL and a tummy tuck. But we'll guide you on how to position yourself with support underneath your back, underneath your thighs, and I think that pretty much answers that. And then there's videos about that too in YouTube. Let's see. Who is a good candidate for lipo? Well, that's a very broad question. I think most patients are good candidates for lipo. Okay, so you always had to be the closest you are to a normal BMI, the best your result will be, in my opinion. I think lipo is specifically designed to recontour and mold your body in those areas that sometimes you have fat deposits in your back, in your waistline, in your the love handles, things like that. Those things are very almost impossible to take care of with exercise. So we need to remove that fat, and a lot of times it's better to reuse that fat. So we remove it from there and we put it somewhere else, just to give you a better contour. A lot of times we do it in your hips and your buttocks and things like that. We can do fat transfer to your breast. We can do fat transfer to your face to reverse the signs of aging, which is an amazing way to reversing the signs of aging, actually, doing fat grafting to your face. So that is all places that we can actually reuse the fat, kind of this recycling instead of throwing it away, which I think helps a lot. Let's see. During what part of the process the patient get to discuss before the breast augmentation sizes? So that's a great question. So I always encourage you to bring wish pics, and you can bring wish pics in your phone, or you can do this amazing work.
I already have my wish pics too for my BBL. Ta-da!
See, you can do a wish pic board. This is from one of our recent patients. She actually looks.
I want this BBL, doc.
That's what she wanted, and she got something pretty, close to that actually. And then you can bring, things about your body, your face, how things that you like. So make a wish board, which we love. It's amazing. You can always just bring the pictures in your phone, but this is the best way to actually, understand, or at least for us to understand what you're looking for. And even if you're sending a consultation, which by the way, I didn't tell you, but if you go to the topaesthetics.com website and go to a free consultation, you can enter your information, and that's how you send your consultation. You can upload pictures. We need your pictures so we can give you a proper recommendation. But you can also upload wish pics, and we will be able to discuss with you if that is achievable or not, or how we can kind of get you closer to that. I remember one time a patient told me, I want a natural result for my breast, and okay, well, I mean, my estimation for you to have a natural result are you're gonna have, maybe like 350 cc's, 400 cc's, and then she showed me a picture of what it was natural for her. She ended up with 700 cc's breast implant because her natural wasn't my natural. So I know we all think that natural is natural, but the naturals could be different. So it's best that you bring your wish pics. With your wish pics and the measurements we do at the time of surgery, when we were measuring, we can pick the best size for you. And so that's my recommendation when it comes to wish pics. So they're very important because it allows us to get a clear communication and understanding of what you're looking for. So yeah. So bring your wish pics, bring your wish board, or however you want to bring it. We love wish boards. There's a lot of patients that bring like a folder with photos, however you want it, but it really, really helps. So we will decide the size of your implants once we have that conversation here when we do the measurements before your surgery. Okay, let's see, more questions. ¿Por cuánto tiempo después de tu cirugía tienes que usar la faja? So, how long after your surgery you have to wear your faja? We'll answer in Spanish first. Es recomendable usar la faja por lo menos por 2 meses. Si la puedes usar por más, mucho mejor. Si la puedes usar por 6 meses o más, mejor. So, the fajas are important because they keep compression, and we recommend to use it for a minimum of 2 months. After liposuction or body contouring surgery, and if you can wear it for more than that, even better. So, can you sleep on your side? We answer this one. Let's see. So I have a budget for my surgery. Who doesn't? Everybody does have a budget for surgery. Do you really think it's very necessary doing an extended tummy tuck or exparel shot? If we send you that recommendation, it's probably because we do think it's necessary. If you have a lot of excess skin in your tummy, or your tummy is kind of round and you need a muscles repair, then you definitely need a tummy tuck, and the results will be a lot better than just lipo. And it might be a little bit more expensive, but the difference will not justify not doing it because of the results, and will be so much better. And also the exparel shots is great. It does help a lot with the post-operative pain. We had a video about that, but it's not only the fact that you're gonna have less pain, but you're gonna have less side effects from pain medication because you're gonna take less pain medication. So there are many advantages of doing the exparel and anything you can. Some patients are tough and they can tolerate pain really well, but if you're not, then my advice to you is yes, definitely do exparel because it helps a lot. Hi from South Africa.
No, amazing.
That's
They're
amazing.
from all over the place today. Guys, I want to say something. I have the pleasure to interview the patients after surgery. Many of them, as you see the testimonials online, I encourage you to watch them because many of them got the Exparel shot. And when you get the Exparel shot, you really don't feel any pain, only discomfort. And that helps you to start walking and not being worried. And when you start walking, your blood circulates and you kind of recuperate kind of easy and faster. Now, one more thing that I want to address, because somebody wrote something which was really interesting that I was encountering in the interviews. They were saying, I sign up with another practice. I don't want to go with them. How do I sign up with you guys? How do I do this? Well, first of all, we don't know what's the contract with the other clinic you signed with, so you should talk with them to see if you could get your money back. However, separated on that, on the other end, you can call us here to our 1-800 number in the morning. I mean, we are open from 6 a.m. until like now, almost 12 hours. Although the best hours are 8:30 or 6 until 4:30. Ooh, somebody jumped in. You can call and get all that info if you want to like know how our practice is, because I think this person was curious to know, you know, how do they get to know us? How do they get a consultation with us? All those questions, our coordinators and Annabelle, the receptionist, which is a sweetheart, she will respond to all of that, all of your concerns, because we understand that you're really worried, you can get anxious, and it's comprehensible. Hey, listen, this is a surgery. And no matter how upbeat we are about it, we know that it is your health is in the middle. So just call us and we'll give you all the info.
Yeah, if you have questions on how to send your information, we try to make it very easy, you know, to contact us. We can always, there's a links in bio, there's a website that you can send us, you can call, and we'll definitely answer. And you can always DM us, and we're answering all day long. So, the Lipo 360 leaves the skin loose. It depends on how much skin laxity you have. It's really variable from patient to patient. One of the things that we do to improve that skin laxity is to use the J plasma. J plasma is a treatment that we do along with liposuction that contracts your skin, you know, about 30 to 40% more than if you just do lipo alone. So for areas like the chin, like the arms, like the thighs, those areas that people tend to have more skin laxity, or the back, you know, which is kind of hard to cut and put an incision there, it's very, very useful to use the J plasma. So that's a great question. And yeah, I mean, the liposuction in general will contract some of your skin, but the amount of contraction depends a lot in each patient's capacity to do that. You know, so that's the ultimate truth. And if you want to maximize the skin contraction, then you should use something like J plasma. Can you do fat transfer to the breast? Absolutely, you can. Now, the results are not the same as as implants, you know. So and in order to achieve a result similar to implants, you might need to do fat grafting more than once, which could become a little bit more expensive and so forth. And then the result ultimately is not the same, because the increase in volume that you get from fat transfer, it's not that much. So you can augment, or you know, hope to augment about half a cup. I think in my experience, that's the most with each one. With each session of fat transfer. So it's possible, not the best option. Contrary to the BBL, which is the best option compared to buttock implants, because buttock implants are associated with more of risk of problems, you know. So yeah, let's see. More questions. How long after surgery or a triple combo can you sleep normal again? I would say you probably will be sleeping normal about 6 weeks, you know, 4 weeks perhaps, 6 weeks. You know, you don't have to wear the BBL pillow after 3 weeks, but, you know, you still might be recovering at that point. So thinking about, I mean, you can always, we have a bunch of patients here that can answer that better. You know, I never had a triple combo, but I have patients that did. So let's see if any of the patients would like to jump in and interact and tell us, you know, especially if you had a triple combo, you are more than welcome to answer that question. You know, it's much better than the patients answer questions than me in that sense. Hello.
Hello, hi.
How are you?
Good evening. I'm calling from Africa, Nigeria precisely.
Where are you?
I'm very well, and you?
Very well, very well. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Nigeria.
Oh, that's amazing.
Amazing.
Which city?
That's Lagos.
That's amazing. Have you been here in the States? Do you visit here?
No, you said what?
Have you visited Florida?
No, I've not.
You should.
So,
You should come to the beach.
Yeah, so I was actually thinking of, okay, you are a surgeon. question because this is my first time of joining your life.
Awesome.
You also carry out knee surgery, yeah.
Yeah, say it again. So yes,
Yeah, you also carry out knee surgery.
we also what?
Knee surgery.
No, we don't do knee surgery. We do plastic surgery mainly.
Okay. All right, just wanted to find out. All right, no problem.
That's okay. Well, a pleasure. Thank you for joining from Nigeria.
Yeah, nice speaking with you.
Likewise. Thank you.
All right, thank you, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Is the, do you operate in the, do you do the surgeries in the clinic or in the hospital?
We do the surgeries in an office-based surgery center, so it's here in the clinic, and usually, you know, we have a great setup here at the clinic. We had made things very safe. We had all sorts of measures here that, and in fact, we need to post the pictures. We just had a couple of safety trainings that we do with these drills and so forth. They're quite fun, and I think, you know, it makes you and prepares you to deal with issues. You know, everybody's LS certified to deal with any sort of emergency, you know, cardiac emergency. We just did also another training for malignant hyperthermia, which is one thing that you had to be prepared for, and we love to stay up to date with these trainings just because we want to make it safe. But again, you know, we do this in our office. Yeah. Let's see. How long does the fat transfer last? Fat transfer lasts forever. You know, the result you're always gonna keep. At the beginning, you're gonna probably look a little exaggerated just because you have a lot of swelling, but then once the swelling goes away, you know, things look much better. So yeah, definitely it looks a little big at the beginning, but eventually after 2 or 3 months, things settle down, and what you keep forever. So that's a good thing about fat transfer. Same thing goes for your face. You know, your body goes through a aging process and we call atrophy or loss of volume in different areas, but it looks better. Hello.
Hi, doctor.
Hello, how are you?
Hi, doctor. Thank you for accepting my request.
Absolutely, pleasure. You got some company there.
I have my whole kids. I have 7 kids. I have my surgery with you on September 14th.
That's awesome.
And my question with you is, I have a previous tummy tuck.
Okay.
I have a previous tummy tuck in 2015. And then I wanted to see, because I'm going to do again a tummy tuck, and I'm going to do a breast exchange.
Okay.
So it's possible because they left me a little bit of hernia. I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's okay.
They left me a little bit.
I had some kids too at one time. Not 7, but
They left a little bit of hernia in my umbilical area. So I want to do this match because after my tummy tuck in 2015, I got pregnant in 2018.
all right. Yes, most likely that's the best way to fix this type of hernias is by doing the tummy tuck. So it is very likely that we will be able to address that. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, that's my only main concern, you know, because after you have so many babies, I was very snatched. That doctor was amazing. I got triplets in 2012.
Whoa.
And then after I got a hernia, he removed a 6-pound hernia, and he left me snatched. My belly was looking like I have 8 months pregnant. So after surgery, I looked super snatched, super great. Boom. I got pregnant again.
Yeah.
It was my main concern. I got the premium packages. I wait for you 6 years.
That's amazing.
6 years. So I think you are amazing. I was following you from where you were before in Texas because I live in Juarez.
Oh wow.
And now I live in Chicago. But I've been following you everywhere you go, and I'm ready. I'm done having babies, so I'm ready for the magic. big.
That is awesome. Well, we're here waiting for you, looking forward to seeing you. And yes, those cases obviously are a little more complicated, but here you're fine. I have a lot of experience doing this, and I think it's the best way to fix hernias is doing your tummy tuck. And like you said, it's great. Just make sure you don't get pregnant again.
No,
Yeah.
no, I got 7, and for 7 is after a triplet. I'm done, doctor. I want to be snatched and perfect and beautiful for my husband.
That's
That was time for me
amazing.
and my husband.
Absolutely. That's so sweet. So sweet.
It was my main question for you, doctor. I understand the process and the protocols, but thank you very much to accept my request.
Yeah.
And it was my main concern. My main concern it was my umbilical hernia, and you answered my question. And
Pleasure.
I feel nervous.
Of
Very
course.
nervous.
Of course. That's awesome. But you've been through this before, so it should be a little bit better this time. And you had triplets, so
No, and this time I want my boobs like 15-year-old. Like
that's awesome.
I breastfeed. I breastfeed after my implants. I got some lean implants. I breastfed. Everything was great, but gravity is claiming the proper is
Sounds like we're gonna be fixing some stuff. So yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, and I'm on social media, and I'm a tattoo artist, so you're gonna be on my whole social media, and all my customers.
That's
are gonna
awesome.
be following you from everywhere because I got customers all over the country, even in Mexico.
That's amazing.
Thank you
That's
very much,
amazing.
doctor, and see you on September 14th. Thank you for accepting my call.
Absolutely. Gracias. Nos vemos pronto.
Dios lo bendiga mucho.
Igualmente. Hasta prontito.
Bye bye.
Yeah, for those of you that don't know, I used to live in El Paso, Texas, which is right next to Juarez, Mexico, where she's from. And, now she's living in Chicago. But yeah, it'll be, oh man, triplets. And then more kids. Oof. 7 kids. That says something. She has a lot of patience. That's all. Yeah, Ceci has 7 plants. She cannot even deal with animals.
Yeah.
And they're not all alive, the plants. Some That's amazing. Okay, let's see. More questions. Do you do facial procedures at the same time with body procedures? Well, we do some facial procedures, and that's a great question, by the way. So, which facial procedures are great to do with body procedures? Fat grafting to your face to take away all those signs of aging and replete the volume that you lost, from aging and time. And we do liposuction of your chin. We can do buccal fat pad removal to make your, cheekbone, actually your cheeks slimmer and increase the volume of your cheekbones with fat grafting. We just did a girl that looks amazing. We actually did lipo of her chin, fat transfer to the chin. So lipo of her, double chin. Fat transfer to the chin to give her more projection. We did some fat transfer to this area of the angle of the mandible right here. And so her jawline, it looks beautiful. And also we did some fat grafting here. Unfortunately, she did not want us to share her pictures, but she looks amazing. And then it's even like, a few days after her surgery, and she looks great. So those are a great combination. Actually, I have a YouTube video called The Hollywood Look, and it tells you everything we can do actually along with the body procedures. Now, things that we don't do usually with body procedures are things like rhinoplasties, things like facelift or neck lift or blepharoplasty. Depends, if they're more involved, we usually don't do it. And also remember that since we are positioning, prone or facing down during the procedure, some procedures you can't do them. So during your body procedures, if you're doing a BBL, you're gonna be on your face down for a while, and then you're gonna be kind of swollen. So there are procedures that we can do at the same time, but there are all another ones that we can, like fat transfer to the face, buccal fat pad removal, lap of your chin. All those procedures make your face look much better. And yeah, so that's a great question. Can you do fat transfer to the breast with the Mommy Makeover? Yeah, we can. I mean, the fat transfer to the breast would be part of the Mommy Makeover, I guess. But, again, if you're putting implants or you're doing a lift, you should defer the fat transfer for later. It's just for modeling contouring. If you just want to do fat transfer instead of implants, then we can definitely do it. But a lot of times I do not recommend to do lift and fat transfer at the same time, because the fat transfer that we can inject is very little when we do that, and it doesn't make that big of a difference. So might as well just do it, later. So yeah, let's see. ¿Cuánto sale un BBL? Para todas las preguntas de precio, lo mejor que pueden hacer es mandarnos una consulta. Hello, she left. All right. Let's see. Can you add J plasma if you're already done lipo procedure? Yeah, I mean, but usually you would require to do some lipo along with the J plasma, just to further contour and create the channels. So we do that. So yeah, so it's possible, but we have to do some more lipo. My butt looks natural with 600 cc's. All right, that's great. Sounds like a great volume, and you probably are on the skinnier side, so that's great. But yeah, 600 cc's is a decent amount, actually, of volume. Hey!
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
How is it going? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Cleveland, Ohio.
That's awesome. How's the weather there?
Good. Not too hot, not too cold.
That's awesome. Here's kind of hot.
Yeah. So I have a question. I lost 101 pounds. I had weight loss surgery.
Awesome.
And so
Congratulations.
my concern is that I have a lot of loose, saggy skin, if that makes sense.
Absolutely.
And also when I go to do the consultations, a couple of doctors have refused me because they said my BMI was too low. I don't even think it might have been like in the 27s. Does that sound?
That's perfect.
Yeah, some people were telling me that I didn't weigh enough. What are like your weight requirements?
No, I mean, too low of a BMI will be something like in below 20 or something like that. I think that your BMI being 27 or something like that is perfect. So yeah, and then sometimes congratulations on your weight loss. That's not the big, that's a big deal. And it's very, very common if you lose more than 50 pounds, let alone 150, right? That you're gonna have some skin excess in different parts of your body. So we like to structure that in different stages, because sometimes fixing all at the same time is not safe, neither possible. So we would like to do, for example, like your booty, your tummy at the same time. We call it a circumferential body lift or a lower body lift. And we would like to add fat at the same time, kind of for the BBL, things like that. That's kind of stage one. And then stage two, we usually do your breast, your arms, and sometimes your back if you need that. Kind of the upper body. I call it the upper body lift, like a breast lift, arm lift, and then back lift. And then eventually we'll do the thighs, later on. The thighs is always, it's best to do it alone if you have a lot, because it's kind of hard to recover from the thighs. But yeah, it's definitely possible. And BMI 27 is perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just kind of concerned because I had did a couple consultations and they refused the BBL because they were saying that I might not have enough fat, and they were recommending the MMO.
Well, the Mommy Makeover is great, but they're two different things. So that's what I say. I think in somebody like you, I like to do the butt lift, which comes with a circumferential body lift or the lower body lift, which lift your body. But then I like to also inject fat at the same time, like a BBL, because it allows you to bring the volume out. Sometimes when you lift, you make things a little bit flatter, so that's why I like to do both. I like to do the fat transfer and the lower body lift. But yeah, so I think, I guess the video got a little bit frozen, but the best thing to do in this case is just to send the consultation. I don't know if we're going to recover that, but she will probably get to listen to us and send the consultation, send some pictures. We will guide you through, we will tell you what's best. And, congratulations, losing 150 pounds it's amazing, and we'll definitely are experts at body contouring when it comes to massive weight loss patients. We do that a lot here. What's your schedule? Do we have to wait like months for surgery? It depends a lot on what you want to have done. So, the best thing you can do is just send us a consultation and we'll tell you how soon we can do it. If it's just single procedures, we can fit it pretty rapidly, quickly. You're still gonna need probably about a month to complete the preoperative workup that we do with some lab work and things like that. But so I think thinking about 3 to 4 weeks at the minimum, and then after that, depending on the procedure you're having done, we can try. We'll definitely look for a space for you. Let's see.
Meanwhile, let me do a refresh.
Yeah, it says it's gonna do a refresh.
Yeah, let's give the doctor a break. He's gonna run us saliva right now. Listen,
Tons
you
of
guys.
questions. Look at this.
Yeah, there's a lot. I've been posting a lot
Amazing.
there. Guys, I want to remind you that there is a current special going on. So we'll go over the prices for the people that don't know, patients that are just, checking in. Our premium stay package, for the people that don't know because you never got surgery with us, we include our premium stay package that you pay together with your surgery, that you stay 7 days, 6 nights with us in a really nice hotel, the Courtyard Marriott downtown Fort Lauderdale, 4-star hotels. You can go and see the Google reviews. I always do that with everything that I consume. It's a very nice, slick, new hotel. Now, the price is normally $2,199. Well, we are so cool that we do almost half of that, $999 if you sign up this week and the other week until slots get filled up. So be quick, because if you go to Airbnb or any hotel in Fort Lauderdale, it is very pricey, much more expensive than this price for hotels that are not that good. Mind yourself that we include in the premium stay package 3 lymphatic massages, which if you get on your own are very pricey as well, 2-day recovery assistant, and you get the transportation to take you to the clinic, to the hotel. You don't have to worry about Ubering or anything. Oh, and I forgot, breakfast for 1 for the patient.
That's right.
So you get a bunch of things. It's an amazing hotel. It has a rooftop, has a pool. If you see somebody lying down on their stomach and it has a flat bum, that's me preparing for my future BBL. Which, by the way, if you want to go fund me, just go ahead and write a Google review of our practice for the patients that already got surgery with us. I want to remind you again, for the online store.
How much is that? The special. How much is that?
Oh my God, did I forget? I forget. Wait, no, I said it. $999 is I forgot the 24 months with 0 interest.
What?
$999 is the premium stay package. Normally it's $2,199. And then we got the 24 months with 0 interest if you send your online consultation and you book before July 15th. Let's say you want to get a mommy makeover, you would be paying in between $400 and $600 a month with 0 interest for 2 years. Now that's a very good deal, but you have to get your surgery done in between August 1st and October 31st.
That's right.
All right, so I covered all the topics. Now I want to go to the online store because
It's there.
Oh, it's there. I'm sorry.
It's there.
The online store. If you click in there, we got a bunch of super cool items. We got the arnica creams. Like if you need the calendula, a lot of stuff. If you want to change your fajas because your swollen is going away and you just need smaller sizes, you can purchase it there. We send it to you. If you want to get a hoodie, a cap, anything. Or if you want to give me a testimonial, there's a really cool little baggie for you guys.
That's awesome. So it says, why bad implants are dangerous? Bad implants tend to get infected, they're really hard. You're going to be sitting in it. So it's not, I don't think, and this is not my opinion, but the most of surgeons, that is not the best or the go-to procedure when you're talking about, improving your buttocks. I think definitely you can do a better job with fat transfer, and most patients are candidates for fat transfer rather than bad implants. Bad implants is for something that don't have any fat and they're very skinny, but again, they have to understand that they could be faced with a high rate of complications. So it's a little bit less favorable than fat transfer. Do we do awake lipo? No, we don't. I've done it. I do not recommend it. It's kind of painful for the patient and for the surgeon, and it is. I tell you that you cannot do the best job you can do when you are asleep. When you're asleep, you can do a better job. So we disfavor awake liposuction. And then remember that when you're doing a awake liposuction, you're not fully awake. So you have to be sedated, either with pills or with an IV or so. So a lot of times when you're fully asleep, it's safer because we are under control of your airway and the things that are dangerous. When you're awake, then we have to be, sedated enough that you can tolerate the procedure, but that line between sedated enough and dangerously sedated without having a breathing tube or anything like that is very thin. So it's not necessarily safer, doing a awake liposuction. Plus, who wants to be awake? Who wants to be awake from surgery? No.
No, we're a couple at work, like co-workers.
I know. Well, I mean, when we get lab requirements early, so we know. In fact, we're gonna get to you about. Usually, our system starts reminding you about these things 100 days before your surgery. So it's about 3 months or so before your surgery. We start sending you these things that we need you to be, ready. And we would like to have all your information 3 to 4 weeks before the procedure, so we can review everything and make sure everything's fine.
Sorry, I look like I have a dead animal in my face, like in my hair. Okay, so listen, about the clearance of the labs, you guys have been asking a lot. We didn't get there, but I know because I sent all of the questions to him. You're asking about the clearance labs, and you're asking why so much? I have to travel, how do I get this done? Guys, listen, we are the only practice of the US, I promise you this, that safety is the most important thing. He makes you do a lot of labs. All of the doctors make you do a lot of lab at Top Aesthetics because we want to make sure that by the time you are in the OR, nothing will ever happen to you.
Well, I tell you, it's not like we are not any more than most of the safer practice in the US, But I do believe that there's a requirement of certain things, and it varies. If you're 24 young lady that's having a breast augmentation, your labs are not going to be the same as if you're a 53-year-old lady that is having like a mommy makeover. Obviously, there's some other lab work that we will need on the older patient that just to make it safer. So, but overall, we do all this just to make it safe.
Yeah. And I want to say one more thing, because if I would be a patient, I would want to hear this. He has operated more than 8,000 women. That's a lot of people. Numbers don't lie, and nothing ever happened. So if you're concerned, there you go. That's your response.
It's tummy tuck recovery the same as lipo recovery. Kind of. Tummy tuck might take you a little bit longer to recover, just because it's a more invasive procedure, if you will. I would say that from tummy tuck, but again, it's very variable. Some patients take longer time to recover from lipo, and some patients recover from tummy tucks really quickly. Here, I'm amazed sometimes how patients, I see them a few days after surgery and they have no pain, so which is amazing. And they have sometimes combos or tummy tucks and things like that is not usual. Again, we use great medications for your anesthesia. We also use Exparel. We try to put at your disposal every single thing that is available to minimize your intake of pain medication. So definitely we try to make it, best for you for your recovery. So lipo will take probably a little bit less to recover than a tummy tuck. But, it varies from patient to patient. My BMI is at 20. I want a BBL. Is that possible? Well, it's kind of low. Hello, Maria Delia. Are you there? It's kind of stuck. I like her hat. She has like a good hat. But now it's kind of slow. I don't know if you're on Wi-Fi or not, but you froze. Well, I'll call you again if you, let's see. What's the total? Let's see. Oh, she left.
What's the total of procedures on a person on one day?
What's the total procedure? Okay, we usually don't do any sequence of procedures that takes longer than 4 hours per patient. It usually comes down to a limit of about 2 or 3 procedures per patient. So we try to keep things within safe limits. We definitely do what we feel comfortable, and we do a lot of combinations. So, but nothing takes usually for us take longer than 4 hours. And I think it's great. And the patients recover faster. And that's why sometimes we stage procedures, especially like our wonderful patient that joins in and she says she lost a lot of weight. I would suggest to do a stage procedures. So do in part so we can keep safe limits for doing these procedures. 3 weeks post-op and still draining more than 25 cc's from the drain. That's not uncommon. Sometimes the drains take a little bit longer. Depends if we have done a lot more lipo in you or not. So yeah, that could be common, So keep in touch with us, keep in touch with our post-op team, and we'll guide you further. And trust the process and be patient. Are you in Snapchat? Yes. Magic Surgeon. Check it out. Snapchat is good because we can show you sometimes a little bit more than what we can show in Instagram. But in terms of surgery and things like that. So for those of you that are curious about what happens during surgery and and don't get grossed out for that, so then you should check Snapchat. Otherwise, stay here. I think if I were like a normal person, like not a surgeon, I would probably stay safe in Instagram or YouTube and things like that. It could be kind of gross. Can you get Exparel with lipo? Yeah, you can. Exparel helps, you can get Exparel for dental procedures. You can get Exparel with anything that you'll be numb for a few days, which, for lipo is good. So yeah, so what we do is usually after the procedure, we'll inject the Exparel through your back and the sides, and that stays there and will numb up and give you numbing, and pain control throughout the first few days. So yeah, most definitely.
Do you do sculptra?
We do a sculptural labia majora. No, I think we could do it, but the sculpture is hard. So I would not recommend that. But if you're having a procedure with us, that's one of the procedures that are great to combine it with procedures. So fat grafting works best. Fat transfer to the labia majora helps restore that, deflation of atrophy that sometimes happens in that area. So yes, absolutely, it's possible. And I think fat transfer works best than Sculptra. What is J plasma? Well, look up the video that we have about J. We have many videos about J plasma, but look it up in our YouTube channel. But anyway, it's just radio frequency that energy that hits your tissue to the point that increases the collagen production. We do that after the liposuction during the procedure. That makes your skin contraction better. So that's definitely helps a lot with the skin contraction. So we have videos that explains that better, and you can see actually the machine how we do it. Can you explain flat and fluffy models, tummy tuck procedure? Okay. Usually there's the question is, can you explain what can we do to flatten that suprapubic area after a tummy tuck procedure? A lot of times at the beginning it'll be swollen because it's just kind of the lower portion of the funnel, so it gets very swollen, but with time it should regress. We always at Top Aesthetics, when we do a tummy tuck and we feel that area is fuller, the area around the mons and the suprapubic area, we defat it. We remove the fat from there to make it even with the abdominal flap, so you don't have any fullness. A lot of times you can also liposuction that if it ends up being full after the tummy tuck, after months. So you can liposuction to treat that. So we have about 5 minutes, to end our hour here. And then some of our platforms will get disconnected automatically after an hour anyway. But if we did not get to answer your question, just DM us and we will definitely do our best to answer your question. We have the special going on, which is, with the premium stay package at $999 bucks, usually $21.99. So it's a 1,100 plus
that
savings.
That is a really, really good deal in an amazing hotel. I don't want to interrupt you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, that's great.
But I want to remind you, because people are asking me, okay, the finance is great, 2 years with no interest. With whom? Care Credit.
Yeah, we have it.
So if you go to our website,
and even Instagram, check in Instagram. Instagram will have the whole promotion there.
It has the whole promotion there. Or if you go to our website, it says finance. You go to Care Credit, you click on that link, and you see, your qualifications or whatever they ask for you to qualify for the Care Credit. you know,
Yeah, if you go to
financing.
our website, you can go through the financing section and you can apply. And it will tell you for you how much it will be, depending on how much you want to finance and so forth.
Now, one more thing to remember, if you want to catch that deal of the 2 years with 0 interest, you have to send your online consultation now because you have to book before July 15th. So this is like around the corner. Now, in order to qualify, you got to get your surgery in between August 1st and October 31st.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. So don't forget. But the really best deal of all is this premium stay package for $999. I even want to sign to go to that pool, be lying down there and lounge around because it's a gorgeous hotel, the Courtyard Marriott in downtown Fort Lauderdale. I encourage you to get on their website. It's a beautiful new hotel and you will be served like a queen. And you get 3 lymphatic massages, 2-day recovery assistant. You got Med Miami there, the squeezy lady, and you got our driver, which is awesome, that takes you from into the clinic and the hotel, so you don't even have to worry. Breakfast for 1. It's a pretty awesome deal.
Let's see. There's some people here. But let's bring. Let's see who's in here. Let's try to bring in the. All right. Well, we're running down to the end. Hola, hola. Hello. She left. She was shy.
Best doctor ever. Lovely lady, yep, said.
Thank you, lovely lady. Let's see. Me arrepiento de no haber hecho mi cirugía con Dr. Palladino. Oh no, Susi. ¿Por qué? Mándanos fotos. A ver si te podemos ayudar. Okay, perfect. Well, we are getting here about 2 minutes. I don't think we're gonna let me get with anybody else here for 2 minutes. So,
Do you do in-person consultations?
so consultations, we will definitely do in-person consultations if you want to, but always, in order to get an in-person consultation, you still have to send us your information using the normal avenues. So make sure you click the link in bio or look at the free consultation link in our website. Fill out the form, send us some pictures. We'll put together a quote for you. We'll send you that, and then we'll put you in contact with the coordinator that will guide you on how to set up an in-person consultations if you want to do that. Yes, absolutely. We'll definitely do in-person consultations. So thanks everyone for tuning in today. We'll continue to do this every week, so stay tuned. We'll answer more questions. If we didn't get to answer your questions, just DM us, and then please remember to check our YouTube channel where we can answer, we have a lot of this information and the answers to most of these questions that you ask here. So thank you so much for being here.